I saw it. We're out here at the Crystal Springs Trail getting wildery. Gonna go trespass on some PG&E property to take a look and see if we can find these rare manzanitas, King's Mountain Manzanitas. And we'll see some cool stuff along the way too. Let's go see what we find. Cool little lupine, I believe it's a royal lupine. Lupinus succulentus. Super cool California native. We've talked about it before. Fixes nitrogen in the soil, in nitrogen deficient soils. Hey look, it's our good friend pineapple weed. I saw it. This pink honeysuckle, Lonicera hispidula, going off. Just starting to. Intertwined with this poison oak. All right, so here we are at the start of the PG&E easement. We're gonna go down to that second tower down there, see what's up. But first, we have to trespass.
Warning, please do not try this at home. Trespassing is not fun, and it is definitely not cool.
Yeah. And here we are, the clearing for where we're going to go. This is PG&E property. Yeah, definitely. We are technically trespassing right now, but that's okay. If they give us any grief, they'll be like, you're not supposed to be here. Be like, you're not supposed to burn down California every year. But you guys do. Ooh, nice bluegrass right there. Western blue-eyed grass. So a couple months ago, we were out hiking at Huddard Park and we found the manzanitas that we're looking for today, but where they were growing, they grew in a super shady area, so they weren't really doing as good as they can. And I got a tip from another local native plant enthusiast that was telling me that if you go out to this PG&E easement that we're on right now, there are quite a few of them thriving because PG&E comes through here and clears this land, but they leave the manzanitas because they're rare. And because of that, they have all the sun that they need to really be full and healthy and all that stuff. So, you know, we're gonna see if we can find them. Just making our way through all this invasive Italian thistle. A little out of control, but it's okay. Like I said, PG&E comes through here every once in a while and clears all this stuff. All right, a cool find. Some sticky monkey flower right here. Super nice, Diplacus. Growing right next to this California cudweed. Super cool. One thing that's growing pretty in abundance here is our native blackberry right here. Species of a rubus. Super cool. Cool thing the homie found. Native clover right here. We have lots of clover that grows in this area, but most of it is invasive. This is cowbag clover, species of trifolium. Super nice, super good find, super tiny. Would have missed it if it wasn't for the homie. And then up here, more of that native blackberry. See how it's like less crazy than the invasive Himalayan blackberry? It doesn't go as crazy, it kind of stays more clumped. And then right here, we got a native Douglas iris. I didn't know they could grow in full sun like that. It's pretty chill. There's some more over there too. Found this cool little guy right here. Yerba buena. Cool little herb. This is actually what the city of San Francisco was first named after this plant, Yerba buena. Good herb. Look at this sandstone substrate, super cool. Sandy. That's where we came from down there. All the way down there. So this is a pretty cool observation right here. This is a California gall wasp. So this is what's called a gall, and it's a wasp nest. The wasps sting the branch or the leaf and then lay their larvae there, and then the larvae grow in these little galls. You can see right there that there's one that's just starting to swell up. And then here's the remnants, the leftovers after they hatch. Super cool. Here's one of our native grasses right here. It's a type of juncus. It's called spreading rush. Super cool. Here we have a invasive French broom. Me and the homies always do our part to rid areas of invasive plants. And what's really cool is if you get this before it goes to seed, which it is, it's still flowering right now, you don't even have to dispose of it and take a bag. You can just throw it in the ground and let it compost, and there's no risk of it spreading. Super cool. That's, you know, the most invasive species I've seen here is this quaking grass. It's growing everywhere, but you know, not too much you can do about that. So now we found this pretty cool little grassland with some cool grassland species growing on it. So we got the western blue-eyed grass. That one's pretty common. We've seen that a bunch before, but still super nice. The one I'm really stoked on is this guy right here. Never seen it before. It's called Pretty Face, Tritolea ixioides. What's really cool is that ethereal spear that we saw in the Stolstaff video. This is related to it. It's in the same genus. And there's a dude in there pollinating it, like a little beetle or something. What's up, little dude? And then over here, another cool one. That orange stuff is an invasive pimpernel. This one right here, this is purple owl's clover, a species of Castanea. Super nice. Cool. So we just got done looking at that grassland and all the species that are in it and how much diversity there is. Super cool. And then we find the star of our show right here. Here is the rare and elusive King's Mountain Manzanita. Arctostaphylos regismontana is the scientific name. This is, you know, our super localized manzanitas. There are a couple different manzanitas that grow in California that are rare and super localized. Like there's one on Mount Diablo, there's one on Mount San Bruno, there's one on Mount Tamalpais, there's one in Oakland, the Oakland foothills. So this is our local and rare one. It's hard to tell the difference sometimes between it and the brittle leaf manzanita, but I'm going to tell you how to tell the difference in a second. I wish it was flowering right now, but that's okay. We're a little late in the year. These are usually one of the first things to bloom, like around January or February. But it does have some berries on it, so those are pretty cool. Nice little apples. Dope. So the way that you can tell this between the local and way more common brittle leaf manzanita, like we see in Pulgus and Edgewood and stuff like that, is the leaves are what you would call sessile. So actually, first off, both of these can be hairy, so you can't tell that way. The second way is, does it have a burl, right? So you look down here and there's no burl, right? That's a burl is like a swelled up root base that it would grow back from. In case of a fire, it would send up new shoots and stuff. So this one doesn't have that. And then, like I was saying, the best way to tell is, are the leaves sessile or petiole? So sessile are leaves that attach directly to the stem. No secondary stem coming off of it, right? Petiole leaves have kind of like a little stem that comes off the main stem before the leaf. So let me see if I can find a good one here to show you. Let's see. Yeah, so like right here. So you see that right there, how it attaches directly and it's kind of lobed around the stem. That's sessile. Of course, the opposite is petiole. So that's how you would tell the difference between these. Manzanitas, we have about like 90 species and subspecies in California. And out of those 90, about like 85 of them are endemic. That means they only occur in California. So if there was ever a plant that describes California, it's definitely the manzanita. And like I was saying about the Hubbard Park ones, this one is flourishing compared to the ones we saw over there. This is amazing. This thing is so healthy, and that's good to see because these are really like losing a lot of their range and stuff. Here's another one growing right here in the cutties. This is fucking insane. I'm gonna try not to step on this owl's clover right here because we don't want to trample it out. Look at this. There's like 15 to 20 of these rare manzanitas just in this one area. That's amazing. Getting some little berries on it. Super cool. Love it. That's insane. There's so many. They're all down that hill right there. There's a whole patch of it. This must have been what the person was talking about, that fellow. native plant enthusiast. This is so amazing right here. That is crazy. Look at all of those bushes right there are the rare King's Mountain Manzanita. Wow. Wow. There's so much of it. It is insane. Look at that bark. So fucking nice. Nice and smooth. And what's cool about Manzanita bark is, since this is what's like, you know, it's living bark, right? And when it dies, it peels back to a new layer like that right there. But it's always super cold no matter how hot it is. It's not too hot today, but no matter how hot it is, the bark is always super cool to the touch because of all the water flowing through there. Oh my God, look at how many berries this thing has. Holy cow. Look at that. That is intense. Looking good. This makes me so happy to see. There's like 20 of them in this area. That's just amazing. Holy cow. So yeah, we're gonna collect some seeds of this dude for restoration purposes and see what we can do about that. But when you're dealing with seeds of any plant, but especially rare plants like this, you want to make sure to leave enough to where the plant can reproduce. So what's awesome is these are seeds from last year, berries from last year. That's why you can tell they're all kind of old and haggard and stuff. And these are seeds from this year. Luckily, these are all covered in a bunch of berries from this year, so they're gonna have plenty to reproduce. So yeah, you only want to take like a thousandth of like what seeds are available, because you want to give you know, the plant every chance it has of reproducing itself. These are insane, dude. There's so many of them. I'm just tripping out. When we saw the ones at Huddard Park, there were like 3 of them. As you can see, there's some berries from last year. Those are berries from this year. It'd be super cool if my camera would focus, but I guess not. Look at these 2 chunky boys right here. These are the biggest ones I've seen ever here at Huddard Park, no matter where. Look at these things. And this is kind of their growth habit that they get as they're old, you know, as they get older, they kind of turn more into a tree form where it's kind of like bald branches at the end and then foliage up at the top. But these dudes are huge. So we found another one of these rare manzanitas right here. They're everywhere. Another good way to tell you're looking at a rare plant, they put it on the oak next to it, but they will have like little banners to mark it, to either let people know, like PG&E here, not to cut it down, or you know, or to mark it for their research. They do it with sick plants and stuff too, so you can't always rely on that. But look at this bark in here. That's supreme right there. That's why we love manzanitas. You see how down there, like I was saying, it's just a stump it's just a trunk coming up. There's no burl on it. That's another way to tell if this is the rare manzanita compared to the more common brittle leaf. Over here, we got some manroot, some mara, wild cucumber growing. And then this is pretty cool too. This poison oak right here is actually berrying, which is how it spreads. That's where the little seeds are. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, look at all those berries right there. Crazy. But yeah, these manzanitas are beasts. So nice. This one right here is white brodea, also in the Tritolea genus, just like the ethereal spear and the pretty faces. And so that means that they're essentially sibling plants. They're in the same immediate family. Your genus would be your immediate family. Your family would be like your extended family. And then your species would be like your individual, like you yourself. Super cool. You know we stay getting wildery. Little water, standing water, kind of dry bed creek. Dude, you are tripping, dude. You are tripping. We'll just go around, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God, he did it. Hello, Silicon Valley. Damn, that's crazy, dude. You can see downtown San Jose all the way down there. All those big ass buildings in the distance under that cloud.